really wish this was not a news helicopter, but rather like, an attack chopper. Like one of those Russian, like, war choppers.
The minigun on the side of it.
Right, exactly. It's got the cannons on each side and the missiles and everything.
You all need to do a wits and dex. And if you want to activate your fleetness for this, you can. But
I am going to rouse.
Would I be obfuscated? Or does that not really matter?
You can rouse for the obfuscate as well, but this is just the initiative you guys are rolling.
What did you say it was?
Wits and dex.
Oh, lovely.
That's a 4.
4 for one.
Which I think is good because being the pilot who's going to come in after a little bit later.
Crit? With a 4.
Damn.
The beast is not being friendly to me today. Okay, so for those of us in the chopper, does it really matter?
Yes, because it's gonna be the entire scenario. This is the turn order.
Oh.
Things are happening in.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Is there an argument here? I can't remember the mechanics, and I'm sorry if this is kind of a question you weren't anticipating, but can I rouse for both attributes?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn.
JK4.
Okay, hey, that's not terrible.
Nope.
Actually, I'm gonna willpower that.
If you get another 10, I'm gonna freak out. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so that's 6, and that's a messy crit. So
yeah, don't worry about the messy crit for the initiative though.
That's 6. Hey, and that's a crit, so I'm good with that. I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Cradle.
Alex is on point.
3. I'm on that.
And JK, where have you gone to?
I vanished. I hid in a bush.
You hid in a bush.
He's gone.
I can't see your token.
He's
You're
escaped.
down there. You had a 4, right?
Yep.
And Naomi? So 2. Alright. That's the initiative sorted. You all arrive at this huge facility. You can just see it from like the brim of the forest. It's very brightly lit. The walls are made of glass, which is why you can see directly into the facility. There's a lit up driveway from the south and a parking lot, and you see just a bunch of soldier looking type. These are not policemen. You can definitely see that. They're covered in tactical gear and everything.
Yeah.
And it looks very much like they have fortified their position and are expecting an attack.
God damn it.
You can obviously talk together about what to do right now through walkie-talkies or whatever, so the attack has not started yet. You can still figure things out.
Well, it looks like somebody tipped them off that we were coming.
Oh, my expertise may be a bit outdated, but usually the air support comes in after the ground troops have already started the attack. Not right out of the open.
That's my understanding too.
Unless you want to take the roof first. You could try and get in quickly. They have the high ground and then the ground forces move in.
Yes, and I would be down with that plan if we had some heavy ordnance to take out the roof people. But they're all lined up on that roof, and there's quite a few of them. And so, like I said, once again, I'm going to express the wish that we had brought a war chopper instead of a news chopper. I know that wasn't you did your best there, and it's not exactly like we have a military helicopter lying around. But
I didn't select it.
Yeah.
This wasn't my. Oh,
yeah,
if I had my choice, I'd be riding around in a Mustang right now. The original Mustang.
yeah. So, trying to think here. Is there any way we can either get them to come to us, or
How do you think they'll react to army of ghosts beginning to stab them?
Can Naomi give an alternative? She has this bag here. Massive, whatever. She like picks up 2 grenades.
yeah,
We're already in a helicopter.
yeah.
Let's bomb some motherfuckers.
Sure, yeah, grenades. I'm down for that. But
Dive bomb.
Yeah.
right. But they also have guns, I imagine, that are going to bring us down on top of them pretty quickly. I assume. I'm here for the grenade thing. But
I can already hear the helicopter. They're looking at us.
Sure, but right now we're kind of out of range. So, and for all they know, we're just a news chopper that's kind of flying around. So, I don't think they're tipped off just yet. But
What's our strongest gun? Maybe we could snipe people.
see, now if we had a particular party member, we might be able to take that option too. My thought here is that we already have teleportation powers. We already have portaling powers. We have 2 very powerful people who can move through dimensions, right? Morgan and Mr. Knight. And I'm thinking maybe
they do not seem to be here. They might be, but it's not like they didn't arrive with you. You do have a guy right here who's sniping.
barring our 2 heavyweights who could potentially portal onto the roof and really just start shit up. Like, I would say, yeah, Army of Ghosts or Sniper or whatever. Get them to come to us. We need to choose the ground here, and they need to come to us. Like, I don't want to take them on the roof where they're like sitting here prepared waiting for it. I want to draw them out. I want them to come to us in some fashion or another. I wish I had a way to do that, but like that's what I feel like is the best option here. Make it so that they have to come to us.
It wouldn't matter because didn't Cradle mention something about the infrared dead stuff?
Sure.
It wouldn't fucking matter.
But they would have to come to us regardless. Like I said, I know that they're bringing the firepower and everything, but like right now they're entrenched in their fortress. If we attack the fortress and them, they've got all the advantages on their side. I want them to come to us. So I don't know. I don't know how to make that happen. What would piss them off so much to get them like to come out and play?
Gabriel,
Our sires?
Well, I guess the people on the ground can see Gabriel. You can hear the conversation on the radio. I assume you're all talking together. Quick roll. So many rolls.
Is there a way to taunt them? Is there a way to like piss? I just want them to break ranks and come here. And once they get into the field here, we can start tearing them to pieces.
Well, I think they might have stations. They're not going to leave them. We should take out at least their surveillance. That would take some eyes off of us.
Good God Almighty.
We also need to see what types of soldiers are we actually dealing with. We should know this information. Maybe even sense the unseen.
Good gracious.
Gabriel's not having a good day.
Well, he's
dice pools I've seen in a long time.
You start to hear on the ground at least the snapping of wood. He's trying to pull a tree from the ground.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, it looks like he is struggling with it at the moment.
I'll activate toughness before we start all this.
Good idea.
Yeah, me too.
Does anyone have any extra blood lying around for me? Because I'm at 3 hunger. if it any way possible, of course.
Benjamin stretches out his arm for you.
If we
What
get our
about you?
hands on one of the soldiers, that's a free snack.
Yeah, it may not be the kind of blood that's good, you know? It could be pretty bad. but uh, Ben, what about you? Are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, I'm good if you don't take it all.
All right. All right, I'll just take one if that's all right.
Yep.
And I owe you.
Well, you feel fond of him already, but now I just feel a little bit better, a little bit closer to your brother.
He's pretty cool, this guy. You know, he's pretty nice to me.
Illusions. Fun.
What I
Let's
was
get an
thinking,
illusion going. Get them to come out here.
I'm wondering what kind of illusion would be good. Like what I was thinking that I was mulling that over in my head, but I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
What would be the thing that would
Throw the Smitsi monstrosity.
Yeah.
We have to be careful though. If they have cameras, they may be able to tell that it's not real, that it's not there.
Can we see the soldiers through the walls at all? You said they were made of glass.
Yeah, most of them are standing outside, but there's a few inside. Right here is where the door is.
Okay.
The lovely choir-looking ladies. Okay, success 9 now. Gabriel, he pulls the tree from the ground, putting even more into it, burning through his blood. He just looks at, well, Cradle, you're hidden. The rest of you in helicopter, so you wouldn't actually know, but you see a tree flying through the air, about to crash into the glass cage. And
The assault begins.
the assault begins. So here we go
And,
with the turn order. Sorry, before that.
Oh, never mind. I was just gonna say that, like, if I see the tree flying, would I be able to take an action right before that, if possible, before the turn, or no?
Yeah.
All right, I will Fata Morgana a giant King Kong-esque ape
Yeah.
roaring. And I'll try. So let me see if I remember how to do this correctly.
Rouse for the rouse.
I'm gonna rouse the rouse. How we looking? I can't see.
That's a Hunger Game.
All right, I'm up to 3, but thank you, Benjamin. All right, and should I rouse again?
Oh yeah,
really good.
just make it really good. Yeah, I mean, if it's messy, so what?
Hey. And I'm not on. Unfortunately, I just fed. Unless Benjamin's on drugs.
Unfortunately not.
All right, that makes sense. All right, so just +2 on that. Manipulation plus discipline for Fata Morgana. Modifier 2 because blood surge. Oh my god!
Yes. Nice.
Same with the
Nice. That's
crit.
what I'm talking about right there, folks at home. That's a 10. That's a critical 10.
If
And
you
it's a
guys didn't
beast.
know Vaughn, you would believe it as well. It's super realistic.
It's super realistic. This is the biggest, best, most realistic giant ape ever.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too because it's for every room size it gets bigger. So if it's like 2 stories, it gives a +2 difficulty. It starts out at 3, I think. Plus
Yeah.
senses. So I'll be able to make it really big, like the size of a house, and also it fills all the senses. So even the ground will shake under your feet.
Yeah.
And
I don't care what kind of goggles they're wearing. They're gonna believe this shit. Like they're gonna believe there's a giant ape that has just arrived on their doorstep.
exactly. And so yeah, the tree's flying, and then that's when I have like the ape come out, and it's roaring. It's like this giant silverback gorilla, got scars on its face. It looks kind of like the King Kong from the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
And it just roaring, beating its chest. And then I do get on like try and keep them coming, all right, to Nathaniel through the tree
Yeah.
to keep up the illusion. So
Alex is gonna pat him on the shoulder like, that's what I'm talking about.
A giant
an
ape
artist.
appears, and then 2 shots are fired at the same time. One of them is coming from Jake, who you can't see unless you're right next to him, and the other is further south, coming from somewhere down here.
In the darkness.
But the sniper, or the guy on the roof, on the corner of the roof. He is hit. Actually, let's see if both of them are 4. Both of them on the corners are hit. And well, they don't fall, but they do not appear. They do not appear to be having a good day.
Are these ours or theirs?
The sniper firing from the south is it sounds like a cannon being fired at the snipers. Snipers sniping the snipers.
Oh, okay. So again, I'm sorry. Are ours getting injured or theirs getting injured?
Theirs.
Okay. Have we drawn any fire at all with our King Kong here?
It appears as this round is going on.
Okay.
Oh, this guy's normal.
And like with the realism of this illusion, I would imagine even if they shoot it, like it can pretend like it's taking the damage, like, you know, like taking the shots and everything, so that they believe that it's being hit, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking like the flesh like ripples when bullets are hitting it, but it doesn't seem to be having.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Naomi jumps out of the plane, drinks her potion.
Hunger Gain.
And she gets us. She might get us in if it's some Oblivion stuff.
Oh yeah, you're right.
We've got the distraction now, and potentially the thing that will at least get some of them to come out and draw their attention, and now we can take out potentially other things behind them.
Well, Mirren appears on the roof through the shadows, and the guy that has been shot, she snaps his neck.
Yeah!
Can almost hear the, well, if it weren't for the helicopter, you would be able to hear the snap.
We'll just say that we can. The crunch.
Regina is simply moving, because she does not want to be in the line of fire. And who's next? That is Mr. Kairos.
All right. Looking to see what I can do here.
You're still in the helicopter.
Okay, so yeah, I know. I'm still in the helicopter, and damn it, I wish I had a certain presence power at this point in the game, but one day. I'm going to use, there's no real reason for him to rush in just yet. I mean, this is a great first round. I'm just going to let this play out. But I'm going to use Temporis, if I can, to kind of get any kind of insight into the pathway, a successful pathway into the next steps of this battle. Like, to figure out either where they're going to move or where we should go next, like what needs to happen, what we need to do before they do it, kind of thing, you know, to get some kind of insight or advantage to know their plan before they do it, you know, that sort of thing.
So you can do a wits and awareness?
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to buff wits here, because why not? Okay. You know what? I got Bradford with me. It's all good.
He is here.
he's like, yeah, I'm with you.
Yelling charge in your ear.
Yeah, I got you. I hear you, but not just yet. Timing is everything. And that's why I'm doing this. Wow. Okay. Damn. All right. I'm going to spend a willpower because that's embarrassing. All right. 3 successes. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. It's not as terrible as a 1.
Well, what you can gather from the battlefield at the moment is they're mostly preoccupied with the giant ape.
Of course, yeah, it's doing its job.
Who is probably, I don't know. Let's draw in Vaughn's ape is probably green is not the good color for this. The ape is around here.
+8, yeah.
So it seems like the flamethrower guys are gonna move in on it, and the assault rifle guys are backing them up. For now, the choir girls and the hunters, classical hunters, are not doing anything. But that's kind of what you can see from this just 5 seconds round.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what they're about to do. So Alex is going to communicate that information, to the rest of the people that that's what he's seeing is going to happen. So everybody can be ready for it. He's telling this to Vaughn too, so that the 8 can react accordingly. And that the choir is remaining stationary, but the flamethrower guys are moving in. And once they get into the open there, we can just go ahead and crush them. And those who are behind the lines can go ahead and take out the choir while we're doing that. So we can do a 2-part move here. The 8 draws the flamethrower guys out and then hit the choir from behind. So
yes.
So yeah, this is what he's doing. He's doing Prince, over the battlefield here. He's basically like, okay, he's directing the action here and basically saying, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what's going to happen. Let's do this.
But Bradford is right there with you, having the demeanor of a captain who's just
exactly right. That's right. Yeah. So yeah, this is Ventrue style here. So
next in line is Nemesis, who you have not seen, but she
I was about to say she has not made an appearance before. I'm super stoked about this ape. I just can't help it.
Let's see what we got there. 9 on the arms of Ahriman.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty good. Well, the light is brightest from the inside, but right at the edge here. Oh, that's not the right thing. Right at the edge here, a shadow tendril appears and just flings this guy into the forest.
Nice.
Goes screaming. Then it's Gabriel, who's just tossed a tree, and then I think Mr. Gabriel is going to blink.
Toss another tree, like Burnham would. Let's make this Shakespearean.
Blink. Honk again. Now he's at 3 hunger. And then the splat. Gabriel is pissed, so he's going to spend another willpower. 6 successes. Well, Gabriel is using Fist of Cain, but he blinks to these guys. Nice. And just pushes his fist through this guy. Through the armor.
Through him, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Fist of Cain stuff right there. Yeah. There's not going to be much left of that skeleton after he's done with it.
And then it's them. And for the sake of me not doing a roll for every single soldier on the battlefield here,
you'll do a collective roll and you'll roll low. That's what we're doing.
I'm gonna split it up a bit. So 3 for them. These guys going towards King Kong.
That's right. Attack the Kong.
Attack the Kong. I feel like the fact that I tried to make it so that when the tree was thrown, it's like, oh man, it's a physical ape, even though it's not appearing on our cameras. It's there though. Like,
it's a magic giant fucking ape. Yeah.
Oh my god, what is that? These vampires have really outdone themselves this time.
Right. They came with their A game.
I think it's actually only 2 guys who are not gonna shoot at the ape this round. So that's 2 easy rolls here. Let's see if Gabriel is gonna like it. 4 from the flamethrower guy, 4 from the other guy. I'll do a rouse for Gabriel because he's definitely gonna defy Bane against the fire.
The ape's not going to like the fire, and he's gonna start stomping on all these people.
Ow. Yes. Next order of business is
this is why I wanted to troll them out, because it's like, if we can just drop these guys.
JK. How do you want to be spending this turn?
I will open the bag that previously had ashes in it, that now has big kitchen knives, and I'll take out 8 of them, and then just tell the ghosts to go have fun killing humans.
That's
With
good.
kitchen knives.
Good thing you specify the target. Yeah. Well, they start moving towards the soldiers to get it within throwing range. I think that's your turn. Then we go to Vaughn in the chopper doing his illusions. You're kind of like steering with one arm, and then half of your brain is doing the illusion. So you're not really looking at what you're doing, more on the ape itself.
He can do it one-armed. I mean, Vaughn can, chew gum and drive helicopter at the same time.
Remember, all of this is taking place within like 5 or 6 seconds.
And Alex is going to whisper in his ear, just as not to interrupt your action or anything, like, can your brother do the same thing? like Godzilla, maybe? I don't know.
And he's like thinking like, I was actually gonna say, so Vaughn was like turning to go talk to Alex. He hears that. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Ben, think you can match something like that?"
Can always try.
And my prince, do you want me to get in closer?
Stay out of range, but yeah, get as close as you can
All right.
for now. Yeah.
And I'm gonna navigate the helicopter a bit closer, not within the line of fire, but perhaps. What if I kind of like loop it around a little bit so it's on an area that's not getting a lot of action, but we're
Right.
still.
You want to go around
It's
the back?
closer.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Go around. Yeah.
Unless we get like an indication that it's more
Right.
like we're just circling now. That's kind of what I think would be good if we're
That's
like
it.
circling it.
Yeah. You and I are on the same page there. Yeah.
Just revealing a bit more around the back. See a few more guys who have. Well,
But we're staying
Not
out
as-
of range of like small arms fire, so they just can't
Right.
take pot shots at us. But I can
Right,
still see
exactly.
the ape and everything.
If we start taking sniper fire or something like that, then we'll adjust. But yeah.
well, that's your turn moving around. Marina, she's not gonna do anything. She is fine in the shadows, just watching. Adrian is going to take a leap. I think she does it maybe in 15 meters apiece. Just one leg, and then she has caught up to Gabriel. Going
Gotta learn that power. It's
punch
super
the-
cool when Naomi and Adrian and others do it.
Yeah, she's soaring, leaping, and trying to punch a guy. Strength roll and potency 6. Well, she does not care about armor either. So the guy with the flamethrower she kind of just puts her fingers through his ribs and the chest armor, just tearing into his flesh. He's not dying, he's dying, but he's not dead. Next on the list, I think I already rolled for those, so I'm not gonna do that again. That is Cradle.
Cradle's gonna get as far forward as he can, which
Yeah.
I'm guessing isn't that far.
You can probably get to the ape if you want.
Sure. Yeah, he'll wander off over here somewhere then. Still obfuscated.
Yes. And then I think Darius is gonna do the same shenanigans. Blink and stab.
I'm enjoying the red X's so far.
Just
We're making pretty good headway. I have to say.
Yeah, I'm liking it so far. This is much better than I thought it would happen.
Use some celery. A little bit of hunger. And a little bit of stabby. 6 successes.
Nice.
Well, apparently, usually, this armor would work. but people who have looked at Darius's knives would know they're not normal knives.
Yeah.
Especially not the large one of them. Because he kind of just pushes it through the guy's spine from behind.
Love that shit.
Going through the neck guard.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat indeed. And then for his bonus action, he's gonna
Yeah,
have
just
a...
gonna hassle those snipers if she can.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna dive bomb them giant owl style and just launch them right off the roof.
That's a brawl, that's a strength, and that's a +2 for the claws. 4. Well, it's fairer weapons, so she's at least on him, but I think she's actually gonna sink her teeth into him while he's on the roof, alone and on the ground. Next up is Naomi. You're flying around the building with Vaughn and Alex, or at least starting to. Do you just
Did you hop out of the chopper?
She jumps out
Yeah.
jump out?
and drinks the potion at the same time.
Yeah. I assume you want to grab onto something or at least slow your fall. So can you do a dex and athletics for me?
Yep. As soon as she grabs onto a tree.
Not with a 1.
Okay.
Do you want to willpower 3 of those? 2. You do manage to fall down and grab onto a tree and not seriously hurt yourself, but it's what you're gonna use the route for, because this was not a smooth landing, but you did land on a branch and took from the fall. You do not get any damage, but you're gonna need a moment to compose yourself and fall on the ground. Drank the potion on the ground. Benjamin, Vaughn,
Sweet.
please tell me what the role is for Fata Morgana.
Like what makes up the...
Yeah, I need to do the rouse, I know that, but
It's so you're gonna need manipulation plus your obfuscate discipline.
alrighty.
Do it, Ben.
Do it.
Got this, Ben.
Giant lizard time.
Let them fight. Let
That's
them
right.
fight.
Like T-Rex.
Yeah,
Something.
dude.
Get some good old fashioned rampage stuff going on here.
He has 5 successes. He does not
So-
create Godzilla, but he creates a... I would say this is more like a Castlevania vampire. It's like 3 meters tall with the cape and the collar and everything. It's just rising from these shadows that are
Nice.
forming on the ground. But it's very big, very imposing, and
Yeah.
looks too much like a vampire. Like how a mortal would perceive a vampire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Dracula.
Alex is gonna whisper in Vaughn's ears, I liked yours better.
He's a work in progress. A work in progress.
That's Ben. And then it's Miss.
And where's our Dracula here?
Well, you're going
where's
around
Hyperion?
the other way. So
I imagine we're like over here. I don't know if you can see my little
Dracula
radius.
Yeah.
is appearing here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Vaughn call the ball here in terms of just like circling with the helicopter. I'm gonna move my
I imagine that we're kind of like moving around. Like I'll just
right. We're circling the
see,
perimeter
like-
of this building, staying just out of reach of like any
Yeah,
kind
we're
of
like-
small arms fire.
Would it be okay if we're like right here? I don't know if you can see it right here.
Can
in the
you see
back.
where he's pinging you? He's got the purple circle right behind the building there.
Well, you're kind of going around the building at this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. We're at least starting that, and then I'm keeping a sight on this, and then I think that's good that Ben has his illusion over here.
Yeah, because we're getting bird's eye view of the battlefield here. Have our Dracula appear right behind the choir if we can.
Scared the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to that if
Eldritch blinks to this guy who's moving towards the building, and stabs a slim blade from a sword cane in through the armor. It's not killing a guy, but he's kind of just pushing it to the ground along with the guy. Henry's turn. He's just moving obfuscated. He is trying to
Just being Henry.
He's just trying to find a door. Then comes the choir. They start singing. All of you need to do a willpower roll.
Of course we do.
Except Naomi. Because you have unholy will at .4. You don't care about this holy nonsense.
Oh, just a straight willpower roll?
Yeah.
My God.
Oh.
It's looking a little
That's a
rough.
1 from Vaughn. 3
That's a
from
1 from-
JK.
yeah.
Would my unswayable mind help in this at all?
No, this is
Okay.
true faith.
Lovely.
But JK, you're fine. Cradle, you're fine. It's ringing in your ears. It's super annoying, but you can still compose yourself. Alex and Vaughn, you just grab
The worst music I've ever heard.
Yeah, you grab your ears as you start to hear the ringing. Vaughn, obviously you can't fly a helicopter at the moment, so it starts going down.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
All right.
When it's your turn, just for out of character, you can spend a willpower if you want to ignore the effects of True Faith for the round. But
Would I be able to take the gamble and roll the willpower again on my turn instead of spending it, but to try again?
no, unfortunately not.
Okay. All right,
You're
then that's fine,
under
that's fine.
the effect of it as long as they're singing.
Understood.
And then it's Hugin at 1. We've not seen appear either. A guy with a smile on his face and a mean look in his eyes. He comes on all fours from the shadows on the southern part of the map where the guy was thrown to with the shadow tentacle. He has talons instead of fingers, and you think raven feathers on his arms going on.
Nice. Hello, Mr.
And
Knight.
his mouth is a bit more beak shaped, but it's not a complete beak. It just seems the bone structure has changed a bit. And he's just leaping at these fuckers, clawing into them with a 4. So they take some damage. And back to the top of the round. That was way too many rolls for me to go through.
Don't worry, we're working them down. You know, pretty soon there'll be less.
I'm just gonna start taking half for some of these guys. Jake and Björn, they shoot again that guy, and he is taking out that guy. And there we go. Then it's Mirren. She is gonna rouse to jump through a shadow again, or blink, or whatever. Move at least, and punch. She likes to punch. 6. Then we go to Regina. Where is she? She's still just moving around. And then we go to Alex. The chopper is going down. The ringing in your ears. It's horrible.
So yeah, exactly.
You can't do anything unless you spend the willpower to do something this turn.
Yeah. He's not flying the helicopter, so spending willpower is not going to help there. You know, as bad as this sounds, I guess I'm just going to have to wait for Vaughn to like grapple with this and bring the chopper down to where we can land it on top of this building or something. Like, you know, because it doesn't seem worth it to spend my remaining willpower if I'm not flying the beast here. So he's just going to suffer until Vaughn is bringing it down. I don't know. I mean, I suppose he could. I don't know if it's possible for him to like put something in his ears or cover his ears or something.
Yeah,
Is that an option?
You have the headset and everything, where you can kind of dim it down, but that's essentially what you're doing, and why you have to spend willpower if you want to do something else.
I'm not.
You can't.
I don't feel like he's gonna. I have 4 willpower left, and I don't feel like it's time to do that yet. So he's just going to be, shout like, like try to bring the chopper down to the roof so we can silence these people as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, if you crash into them, that works too.
Damn.
It's definitely looking like he's going to fall on top of the glass building.
Yeah.
Well, you try to cover your ears. Nemesis' turn, a little shadow tendril appears and just tossing a guy into blackness. Just like he's being flung from a very large slingshot. Gabriel, you are not a stupid man, because you know everything is gonna turn now. Rouse. Success. He's gonna blink over here. Oh, actually not. He's gonna blink over here. And then it's the assault rifle guys. 3. It's not a lot. Well, bullets are hailing into the helicopter at least, and they're shooting at Dracula and King Kong. Most of them.
Hell yeah.
2 of them have turned their attention towards Darius and Adrian, and are hitting them with a few bullets. The one that looks most affected is Darius. They kind of just don't go into Adrian's skin. But a bright light appears and an explosion. Everyone who's not in the helicopter and can kind of see this area, you need to do a composure roll with whatever stat that you think is acceptable for calming yourself down, not giving in to fear. So I think that's everyone but Alex and
Vaughn.
Yeah.
Are we talking like composure and resolve? Or like composure and performance?
It could be resolve, it could be wits, it could be intelligence. This is keeping yourself like rational through a flashbang. It's hard to describe, but it's like not reacting to the fear. 4 is good enough. 5 is good enough. And just 1 from you, Naomi. It's probably composure resolve for you. So, Naomi, go to the bottom of your sheet and do a Frenchie check. Difficulty 3.
Oh no.
Okay, Naomi's your fear frenzying. Holy shit, that was a lot of dice even. Which means that even though it's not ringing in your ears right now, if you want control, you still have to spend willpower. Otherwise, your beast wants to get out of here, into the forest and far, far away from these bright lights and guns. The hunters take shot with crossbows. They are not fooled by King Kong and Dracula. 4 is unfortunately not enough to stake anyone, but more bullets or bolts go into Darius and Adrian, who has not had a chance to react to any of this yet. Well, it's the same turn. So we go to JK's round. Do you want to let's do something fun?
Sure.
Just for the ghost, I'm thinking do a Oblivion and Resolve. Can you do that?
Sure.
I really would love it if these ghosts could slit those choir people's throats.
5.
5. 5 is pretty good. They appear around here and start stabbing at these guys. Just like a wild animal. There's no finesse or skill with these. They're simply stabbing wildly at these men with flamethrowers who are obviously trying to defend themselves, but it's a ghost, so. And a lot of damage for those guys. Vaughn, you're crashing. What do?
I'm going to spend one of my willpower to get control of myself again. And is Benjamin affected by what's happening too?
No. Now you're speaking of it, King Kong is gone, but Dracula is still there.
Oh no. Okay. So
or at least King Kong is going to disappear in this round.
If I don't actively keep it up, or can I?
Yeah, exactly. If you
I see.
Yeah.
Do I have to choose between riding the helicopter and saving King Kong?
No, but it's probably going to be a little more difficulty with flying the helicopter, because you're focusing on multiple things.
You can do it.
Does it look like they're still really paying attention to the King Kong? Like it still provides a tactical advantage to keep him on the field?
Some of them are definitely still interacting with it or trying to, but it seems like people's attention have been spread across the battlefield.
Okay. I'm gonna try and keep it up. Do I need to do like a drive roll at this point?
Drive and dex.
Drive and dex. All right. And do I get a +1 because aircraft specialty? Okay. Yeah. Come on, baby.
Vaughn can do this.
Come on. So, drive. Dexterity. 1.
4. 4 is, well, depending on what you're trying to do. Are you just trying to land it safely, or...
If we're going down, I want to, like, pull back on the throttle to get us back in the air. And... I'm thinking,
Alex,
do we want to land?
He's going to be pointing directly at the singers. It's like he's going to be like into them, you know, as much as possible.
So he's pointing at them. So I want to write it, and then I want to yell back to Benjamin, like, in my bag. Look at the bag. And there's like in my equipment, which I've never used it, but it's been in my equipment for so long because I picked it up off of someone. For some reason, I've written down stubby AK-47. I think we're in like a gunfight where I grabbed one.
Nice.
And I'm like, in my bag. And I'm like, open up the side door, try and get them. Something like that. As I'm pulling up, you know, like trying to right the helicopter. So my hope is that Benjamin will reach into my bag, pull out, it's like an AK-47U, and then open the side door and on his turn open fire and try and take out the singers. Because I think he's further down in the turn order.
You want to shoot at the singers, yes? So you're pulling the helicopter out front, basically. Above Godzilla.
Like to the side over here? Like over on that side, or perhaps? Or...
So, like here, maybe. Because you went this way around the building.
Wait, I can't see your blip again, I'm sorry. Oh, I can actually just look at the share screen. My bad.
Oh, I have it off. It fucked with the OBS, but
I got you.
You went with the clock around the building. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, around the building.
Yeah, definitely. Well, he's pulling out the AK, and Dracula fizzles because he's taking aim.
Is the King Kong still there, or?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what your role was for. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that will be my turn. I'm like, try to take him out, or at least scare them. Yeah, like if he's gonna fire in the general direction of them, maybe that'll have an effect, or maybe not. Maybe they're scary. choir.
Alex is just gonna be shouting, "Take him out!" Like he's using.
Oh, I
all
forgot.
this-
Yeah, you're gonna be doing the same thing.
Yeah. He's basically he's saying, "Take them out!" Like if I have to use my dominate or presence to do it, I'm just gonna be like, "Yeah, this is what you need to do. Do not spare their lives. Take them out. Shoot to kill."
My turn, and I've taken away my.
Do we have any flamethrower? There's one at Hugin. The other ones are.
They might feel inspired to try to kill a fizzle. Like they might feel like they're doing something useful here. The ape is still going strong.
2. Burns Hugin a bit. He does not appear to be fear frenzying. And then it's Cradle. You're still obfuscated, just trying to stay low, dodge bullets.
Yeah. Is there anyone I can just grab who's like bleeding out or something? Because this is not the place for him. There's a couple guys who got punched up pretty bad.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think here if they're do a wits and awareness, I think, or investigation, and you get your heightened senses just to be able to see if any one of these guys are alive.
I was with heightened senses, did you say?
Yeah, if you have that.
Nice. Oh my goodness, I'm running a lot of dice. Which? Oh wait. Awareness plus wits plus all that all specs plus 1. Ooh. I'm gonna go ahead and do a willpower roll because 12 dice got me 2 successes.
Yeah, that was some harsh rolling there. 3 2s and 2 1s. Oh gosh, they're not merciful.
Ron, I understand now.
Really, honestly, sometimes it's just like, oh, sorry, bro, it's just not gonna happen.
That's 2 successes across 15 dice.
You don't know if it's because of the violence or the monkey beating his chest or whatever, but you can't seem to focus. Maybe it's because of the grenade or the singing, but you're not like 100% there, and you can't see if any one of them are alive.
Just grab someone and leave then, and that'll be it for me for like the combat. I think he's just not going to stick around.
No, yeah. So you're retreating into the forest with a
with a guy, and when I get to the forest, the plan is if I can embrace him to save him, I'm going to do that.
Do a rouse.
Rouse check. Success.
Okay, before we completely finalize, I just want to say, are you sure? Because you're gonna get stains from this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it, are you doing this because of a conviction? Because then the stains would be less.
A little bit. Yeah.
You get 1 stain then, instead of 2.
Yeah, I think there's kind of a couple convictions that play into it, but it's not following like save the dying.
No, well, you're cursing someone, but you are doing it to like so he can continue his existence, right? You don't have the intent to use him or anything, so you're taking a selfless action. So you start doing that, then it's Darius. I guess he just starts cleaning up.
What about going after those singers?
They're just so protected, but he is definitely going to do something. The problem is he can't blink in at the moment, otherwise he could get behind them. Rouse for that. Hunger gain.
Hunger gain.
Melee.
Hungry. Those dice are not being kind to us today at all.
No, not at all. Just gonna reroll 4. Well, good thing he has special knives. Yeah, I think he's most concerned about the fire. So he's gonna fight with this guy. And then it's Nera. She's still chewing him down, but gonna finish her lunch.
Fling him from the roof.
Exactly. Just gonna go do the motion of flip. Flip. And then it is Naomi. You're currently in fear frenzy. Do you want to just get the fuck out of here, or do you want to spend willpower to remain in control, at least for this round?
I'll get the fuck out of here.
You get the fuck out of here. Running into the forest.
Later.
Oh, Naomi, come back.
Then it's Benjamin. Taking a shot with an AK. Let's figure out if Benjamin can actually shoot anything.
Imagine he slides the helicopter news helicopter door open, starts shooting out of the side.
Ugh, 2. Gonna do a willpower for that. 5 successes is much better. Well, he's definitely taking her out. Just hailing bullets down, but they're not wearing anything but ceremonial garbs. Then it's Mr. Aldrich, who is currently also finishing his meal. And it's Henry. Yeah, Henry can get in. Let's see here how good he is. 8 with a crit. Henry can get in easily on his stealth roll. There we go. He's probably gonna move towards the fun stuff.
I imagine Naomi is having the reaction she's having, not just because of like the flashbang, but also because she's been here before and it's been kind of a horrible experience for her.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, the singers are singing. And then it's Hugin, who is also going to finish his meal. Then we're to top around 2 shots. Take half dice. That means him and him. And when I made this, I had the thought of, this might be too many soldiers. I see it was not.
It's okay.
Marin finishing her meal. These are at least faster routes. And then we have Regina. She's still going around the perimeter. And you, Alex. Benjamin has just started to fire his the AK at the singers. Unfortunately, one of them is still going. What do you intend to do here? It's the ringing still going in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this has to happen. So I'm gonna burn a willpower. Cross another one off here. Getting low. And take shots at these singers with my handguns.
Yes.
My super cool pistols here. I'm gonna rouse. I'm gonna assume this is composure. So
Yeah, if you're taking your time and not just
he's lying up here. These shots need to count, and he's also kind of focusing, considering everything that's going on. So yeah, composure, because this is what Alex does. All right, so blood bag time, because we're at hunger 4, and if he feels it going to that point, he's going to suck down Scarlet's tea, the bag that he has.
I'll let you do it after the shot.
Okay, sounds good. All right.
Unless you're kind of just going like nonchalantly drinking and looking out one eye and shooting.
That's fine. No, I get it. All right. So we got firearms, and we got composure, and we got +3 there because specialty. And damn it. Come on, dice.
What is happening to the dice tonight?
I don't know either, but I need this shot to count, so...
Well, you have a chance of a crit in there.
Yep. Okay, that's 4. That's 4 successes.
What kind of guns are these? Are these magnums, or are they Berettas, or what caliber are we talking?
These are magnums.
Yeah.
Yeah. These are lovely magnums. And
That's
they're going...
8 aggravated damage to the singer who now has no eye or back of her head.
That's right. So he's kind of hanging on the side of the chopper. It's just like, he's just basically taking shots as Vaughn is controlling the chopper here. So, yeah. And Scarlet's tea, that just takes away 1 hunger or all of it?
Just 1.
Okay.
Then it's Nemesis, and we are at turn 3, so
I am nearly out of willpower here. This is not good.
more than enough.
Damn.
And
That was a crit. That was a 7 success crit.
and then
The dice are either giving us nothing or giving us everything.
yeah,
It's nothing in between.
no in between indeed. Plus,
It's either crit success or lousy and like no successes. Look at this. See what I mean? Like 9 successes for Gabriel. There's a crit.
where's my Baron? Oh, he's over here. Yeah. Going back to fight this guy, or I say fight, but it's really just taking a man in 2 pieces through his chest.
One of our
9 successes.
yeah.
6 with a crit from these guys. So that means, Alex, how much fortitude do you have? 2, 3?
I have 2. I want to say I have 2.
That's
And he's
4.
got toughness up. So.
Yeah, you take 2 superficial damage
Okay.
from a bullet going into like
Yeah.
your arm or shoulder. It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter because you do not
Got
need
it.
nerve
Yep.
to move around.
2 superficial is logged.
Then Darius, the same thing. And Gabriel.
Love
the
that
same
fortitude.
thing. JK, you're still just standing behind trees and everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And JK's just kind of like with his ghost conducting.
Waiting for the mayhem to stop.
Then you come to the wrong place. Dum damage all around here, and then it is the hunters. Let's hope they don't roll a 5 and above. They do not. Alex, there is a crossbow bolt just grazes your shoulder, but you feel like you just missed it. Like
Just in a very cool kind of slow motion way, and just like
you see crossbow bolts going towards Darius and the Baron as well, and one of them is fighting Adrian in melee, at least trying to. And then we have JK. Do you just want to continue your ghost murder mayhem?
Yeah. That's the way it is.
Do the Oblivion resolve roll again, just to figure out how much damage you are causing these guys with kitchen knives.
Hell yeah.
It must suck to have a flamethrower and you can't even fight back.
5. But yes, 5 on stabby.
5 on stabby. Alrighty. Not many of the guys are left, it seems. Then we have Vaughn. You wanna... Well, there's no singing anymore. So
there's no singing, so he's got control of the aircraft again.
They are shooting at the helicopter. You can hear the ching, 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 and Alex saying like, just...
Yeah.
Just
And I look over at Alex and I'm like, do you want me to set it down on the roof?
Damn
Like,
right.
going over the... It was like, it goes upward.
Alex is just going to give him a thumbs up, like, yep, let's do it.
And then navigates to the top of the roof and then sets down. Is there anyone on the roof that is like an immediate danger?
Oh, they have all been killed, I think. All 4 of them, yeah.
So with us on the roof, I'm hoping that will shield us from the fire as well. So...
Oh, it's kind of hard to shoot at you at that angle.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
unless you want to shoot through the glass and the ceiling and everything. But yeah, you get the helicopter down in this round. Is there any quick thing you want to do as well? Like grab a thing or...
Would I be able to move the King Kong forward closer to the building, so that anyone who could be aggressing us is now confronted by it? Like anyone towards the front, since it's.
I'm saying you're still focusing on it, but you're kind of running to the edge so you can see it again, and then move it. I'll say. So you get out of the helicopter and.
That works for me. And then I'll move it towards like the Leopold guys, like right here.
Yeah.
So that they have to at least be distracted by it. It roars like right in their faces.
Right.
So it could provide some sort of like tactical disadvantage, perhaps, or just I don't know. These guys are scary, so I don't know what they're capable of.
Absolutely, yeah, they're absolutely scary.
So, and that'll be my turn. So I'm kind of staring over, like looking over the edge a little bit.
Adrian
Now,
will Masquerade.
where's the I'm sorry. Where are we being set down again, Vaughn? Can you ping that on the map here?
I was thinking like right in the center of the roof.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is obviously the drawing is from inside the building, but you just have to imagine that you're on top of it.
Right, exactly. That's why I was doing it. Yeah.
But Adrian she grabs a hold of this guy, sinks her fangs into him and holds onto him, and then she just leaps with him towards the forest. Her eyes completely, well, now both of them are yellow and not just the one glowing. She had a bit of a frenzy.
Yeah. They got that special blood, don't they?
And then there's a flamethrower guy against Darius, who does not have fortitude, unfortunately. So what he is gonna do is he's gonna react to that prematurely with his celerity and blink the fuck out of there. So many sheets. I know, Naomi, you said that I had all of this organized, but it's apparently still not enough. Rousing success. We go to Cradle. Unfortunately, he had to go, so we are moving to Darius, who just used his action to get the fuck out. And then it's Nera. You start to hear helicopters.
Oh no.
And you also start to hear birds.
Oh yes.
Of birds.
Birds are good. Helicopters not so much.
Nera turns into an owl again. Naomi, you're still running through the forest. Do you want to continue?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we are about at the end of 3 turns and out. Otherwise, this is going to take longer than a risk game. But things happen. At least things changes. You're still fighting. You're in the middle of combat. You're exchanging fire. And Alex, you're on the roof. You're on the roof, so you're probably the first to see it. Naomi, you hear fire fly above you, but like a swarm of ravens coming towards the building.
Yeah.
And they start attacking everything, including you guys.
That's right.
Everything there. Are they? Well, they're not really attacking. They're more distracting, getting in people's faces. They're not poking their beaks at you or anything. But they kind of create this swarming the area. They fly up again. Everything is everyone is distracted, and it's kind of hard to see anything or hear anything because of the birds. But the swarm flies up, and you see Alex, and I think everyone can see from there, and with the moon and everything. But Nemesis is in the air. She is about 4 meters wingspan at the moment, these black wings that she has conjured, and she's holding something about the size of a volleyball, but it's a pulsing purplish orb, and then she drops it. Alex, you step aside as this whatever it is falling towards the roof. It goes through the roof and hits inside the building, and that's when the explosion comes. You just hear a large boom, and JK, you feel a rupture in oblivion, like something is being torn asunder right at the moment of the explosion. there's no flash or anything, but you start, all of you, to hear the crackling of energy. And you just see an immense rift that has appeared inside the building. About 10 more Antigen soldiers come up the stairs, the spiral staircase inside the building. Alex, you have kind of walked on it, and Naomi, you have... No, not as well, you reported out, but some of you at least have seen it. But what steps out of the rift, on the other hand, is well, I can only describe it as a very, very large monster.
Holy shit.
It's about 4 meters tall. It has horns like a demon. It has hooves like you would expect a demon to have. It has red eyes, 4 of them. Immense claws. Monstrous. Obviously the players have the photo on Discord, but to say that it's imposing would be underestimating it. But it steps out and starts tearing through things. The building is coming apart, like the glass is crackling and shattering with you guys on the roof, so I assume you want to get down from there.
Right.
And Alex, I think because you're paying attention to this whole thing and the relationship you guys have with Nemesis, when she drops it and everything, you kind of see out of the corner of your eye, or just looking for a moment, but she looks satisfied. And then there's horror on her face as the beast is just going through these people. And you see all the soldiers are turning towards it instead of you guys.
Now, okay, so I'm fine with this being an insight check or something like that, but is the horror, because I can see her face. And I have had interactions with Nemesis. I know who she is.
I would
is there any way to read that horror expression?
Yep. I'm just gonna give you the difficulty. Your difficulty is 3, and you can do it with wits insight.
Okay. This isn't as important enough to... Come on, dice. Come on, dice. Come on, dice.
Damn it.
Okay.
Well,
I can't re-roll that. So he doesn't know her that well, apparently. That's a 2 success against her 3 success. So yeah, he's just gonna interpret that as okay. I guess she's afraid either of what's happening there or of the beast itself, but she's also pretty hardcore, so can't really get a great read on her expression there.
It's probably because of all the distracting noises around you.
Yeah.
Or the fact
exactly.
that given it's a failure, Bradford is probably just yelling commands at you.
Right,
is also
exactly.
Super annoying.
Yes. He's in my ear constantly. So, I'm gonna go ahead and have Alex back up because obviously Beastie here is gonna do its thing. And he doesn't want to be anywhere near all the glass and all the soldiers and all the stuff for our Oblivion Beastie here. Bond's ape has done its work. Our team has done its work. He's fairly happy with the situation right now, even if the chaos is still erupting. Alex is still on point. The singers are gone. This is a good. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than he thought it might go. So. Yeah, he is going to advise everyone to, over the comms, pull back, because it looks like a Nemesis just unleashed something terrible right in the heart of this facility here. So he's definitely going to advise a strategic retreat here for everyone to pull back and, let the Ravens and let the Beastie and let these other forces go to work on the troops here, and then we can take stock of the situation. He's going to say to Vaughn, the helicopter is still functional, the chopper is still good. We're still I would say seaworthy if it was a vessel, but like airborne worthy.
It's the engine's still running.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's
Alright.
on the roof. Of the
Yeah.
building.
Well, get that off the roof. You know, we're gonna get back. You know, and let's get back here because this thing is just gonna go to work, and we don't want to be around it when it does. I don't think.
It is.
So.
It is quite a terrifying sight. It's just
Yeah.
It's only lashing out when they get too close that they start shooting at it, but
Yeah.
it's remarkably fast for something that large,
Yeah.
and you definitely feel kindred from it. You and well, Alex and Vaughn, because you sense the beast, but this
Yeah.
is also something else.
Yeah. This is either very old. I don't know. Point is, we don't want to be anywhere near it, you know, as it does its thing. So it's going to do our work for us here.
You're retreating, you guys.
Yeah, strategically,
yeah.
like not just like bolting and running, but like, you know, pulling back in a strategic manner, not hanging back, you know, recovering wounds if need be.
Vaughn will run away because he was at the edge of the roof. He runs back. He yells to Benjamin, "Get back in!" He looks at Alex like, "Come on, let's get back in the helicopter." Firing it up so it goes even faster because it was just kind of like in neutral or whatever. I don't know what the equivalent would be, like a helicopter. And we take off, and we're like trying to get away as fast as possible. So
yeah, the LZ's hot. We need to get out of here.
LZ's hot. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Well, the monster's still tearing through the guys, but one of the last things you see, at least, from it, is when it's uninterrupted, it starts digging through the floor.
Yeah.
Just into the ground. It just starts digging straight down.
Yeah.
For some reason, taking a huge amount of rubble with its huge claws each time. And you guys can just stand amongst the trees and each other and look at the fire and the mayhem and the corpses on the ground and hear this thing roar as it's just going through Antigen's facility.
So correct me if I'm wrong, so I'm just kind of asking, so Vaughn and Alex and Ben are in the chopper.
Yeah.
And this thing has basically made a hole that's going straight down into the center of this building, or at least
remember
straight down.
The vision you had of the crater?
Yes.
Exactly that. Exactly that. From the same position, you're in the helicopter, the bird's eye view. It's just like it's complete deja vu for you. This.
Are there any grenades? I imagine we have grenades in the helicopter.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, all right. If we don't, then that's all right. But he was just gonna pull every pin and just be like, just tossing them down in there and just be like, insult to injury here, you know, just like bringing the building down, you know, as much as possible. It's already getting damaged, and he's just gonna toss those grenades down as like kind of a parting gift there, you know, just hoping to bring the structure down on itself as much as possible. That's what he would be trying to do there. He doesn't expect to destroy everything with a few grenades, but he would be chucking them down to basically weaken the supports of the building and bring it down as much as possible and causing explosions where he could. So if they're not there, that's fine. But you know, that's what he would be going to do if they were.
Definitely. We're coming about to the end of the session. And for everyone else that might not know this, we're working on the next story in the line. So the next time the epilogue will happen, and someday we'll have a one shot explaining what happened to the beast and who ended up dealing with it. But this was the final battle, and I thank everyone for bearing through it, because this was a bit of a test and too many rolls.
Yeah.
And it does not flow like D&D.
Yeah.
But it's a bit fun to do.
Yeah.
But as we
this is great.
close the night and the curtains draw close, we see our intrepid adventurers looking at the burning building and hearing the screams of Antigen with smiles on their lips.
That's right, right. Alex is kind of hanging out the helicopter going, Kairos has left the building.
Vaughn looks slightly traumatized, like there's a smile, but in his eyes, it's 1,000-yard stare. He's focusing forward as he keeps going. He's heard that sound before that he's listening to right now.
Yeah.
The ghosts are continuously stabbing away, JK, even though whatever they're stabbing at is already dead, but they just keep stabbing and stabbing and stabbing.
And they'll keep doing it till dawn.
Yeah.
Stabbing until dawn.
A bit of murder, a bit of mayhem, maybe a bit of trouble for Alex Kairos, but we'll see.
Maybe just a bit.
Is it a masquerade breach if they already know?